Guys, we have the iPad out. I mean business today. I have been seeing videos everywhere talking about no buys for 2026, and I feel inspired to do my own version of that. So I want to kind of talk about what I spent some time thinking about. What do I want to spend my money on in 2026 and what do I want to completely refrain from? I love these types of videos because they are just like so inspirational to reframe your mindset, to think intentionally about your money and plan for the year. So I figured, why not share mine? Maybe I can inspire someone else. But anyways, I wrote it down all on my iPad because this goes with me everywhere. I put everything on it. I love my little Notion dash that I created that works perfectly on it. But anyways, before we get into all of that, if you have not met me, hi, my name is Haley. I chat about all things bookish content, lifestyle, budgeting, Notion, and more. So if you love any or all of those, I would love to have you a part of this community. We are just like the girlies chatting it up. I love having some sit down videos, some vlogs, and we're just all figuring it out. And probably in all of my videos, we'll have one of my dogs, Cody, in the background because he is my Velcro dog. So if not for me, please stay for Cody. Let's just hop right into this. And I want to start talking about, I believe I have 9 or 10 different items that I've decided they're going to be complete no buys for 2026. I think having these types of boundaries really helps you with impulse purchasing because sometimes that dopamine rush from shopping online or buying something cute is wonderful and then you find that you have just wasted your money. So my first item that I will be trying to not buy at all in 2026 is books from Amazon. The reason that I want to do this is because I love bookstores. I love Barnes & Noble and I love to support independent booksellers. I would love one day to open like my own bookstore myself. And so I feel like if I have all this love for booksellers and bookstores, I want to show my support to them and purchase books from them. It can be really easy to buy quickly from Amazon because they have so many savings. But the thing is, we need different booksellers and bookstores to keep getting invested in. Otherwise, all we will have left is Amazon and buying books online. There are 3 ways that I want to be intentionally spending my money towards books. The first is buying used books. So I used to live by a Second and Charles, which my heart literally hurts because we don't live by one anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. We don't have a used bookstore nearby. So I'm going to be trying out some online thrifters like Thrift Books. I think Pango is another one in Facebook Marketplace. And maybe just looking around at different donation centers like Goodwills and seeing if there are any books there. I would say about like 50% or more, actually definitely more of our collection of books are actually used books. And I love doing that because why buy a new book if you can get a pretty good condition one at a thrift store for like literally a quarter of the price or less. The second place, like I mentioned, was buying from independent bookstores. I just moved down to Southern Alabama and there are a lot of cute bookstores. There's actually a bookmobile down here, which is absolutely so much fun. So I just want to spend more time investing in those. I want to create relationships with their owners and also come to them when there are new books coming out that I can request and purchase through them. Again, just to show my support for them because that's a part of the community that I personally want to invest in. The last item are my Fairy Loot subscriptions. I love my Fairy Loot subscriptions. I'm going to continue investing in them. And I know some people may think that they're a waste, but one, it's really a lot of the experience for me. So you're getting a surprise book, also a beautiful piece of book kind of like for the collection, which I would say I'm a collector of books, not just a reader of books. So I am investing in something that I'm collecting. Another thing is that I actually share this with my younger sister. So we share the YA Fairy Loot subscription with each other. I give her some of the books, we read them together, and it's just a way for us to connect. So I want to continue investing in that connection. And also beautiful books. Like I just can't turn them down right now and they fit within my budget. So that's something that I'm putting my money towards. But overall, no money towards Amazon book. The second item is not investing in any type of beauty treatments outside of haircuts. This one is kind of cheating for me because I normally don't invest in any beauty treatments. I hate getting my nails done. I also am like super afraid of doing any type of skin treatment because I have very sensitive skin, and I don't dye my hair at all. I literally just get a haircut probably 2 or 3 times a year. So this challenge will be very easy for me, but I just keep it on there as a win for myself to remind myself that I'm already saving money and have built it in my habits to just not invest in those things. I think they are so much fun and I love that people invest in those, but for me, it's just not really something I enjoy. I don't enjoy the experience of getting those types of treatments, so they're just not on my list. My third no buy of this year is excessive and random online shopping. Guys, when you add to cart and click purchase, it feels so good. And then you get all those clothes and you wear them maybe like once or twice. And then I'm like, this doesn't even like fit my taste. It was just 75% off at Old Navy. And so I purchased it. That is just what I've been experiencing the past like 4 or 5 years, and building up so much clutter in my wardrobe and constantly purging it. I love a good sale. Girls, I am from the Midwest. If you're from the Midwest, you know we love a deal. So when I see those deals at Old Navy, at Abercrombie, everywhere, like I'm like, I need to purchase this immediately because 1, it's going to sell out fast, and 2, why would I not buy like a $10 100% cotton t-shirt? But here's the deal, guys. If it is not adding to your wardrobe, you're just creating more clutter. I am actually working on a specific plan this year of only 9 to 10 items that I want to buy that will actually add to my wardrobe. I'm making a separate video of that, so stay tuned. But that is the direction I want to head. I feel like I really have a great base for my closet, and so just adding items is going to add a bit more personality to it. But I don't need to be in a rush to feel like my closet is 100% perfect. I feel like it's the same when people buy a house. You want to take time to decorate it, to think about the pieces that you add to it versus fill it completely. And yes, it's going to feel empty for those first few years, but really investing your time and thought towards what pieces you're bringing into your home is actually going to make you feel a lot less rushed and a lot more happy with it. Also, I'm so sorry about this lighting. There are clouds, so it's going to go in and out. The same thing with your closet. In my closet, I feel like I have a good base, I have a good foundation, and now I just want to think about the pieces I'm adding. And if I'm missing something, I want it to be very clear before I actually spend money on something random. Also, I always like it better when I can actually try clothes on in a store. Like, I've bought so many clothes online that I probably wear once or twice, but clothes that I buy in the store, I know I'm going to wear over and over again because I love the color, I love the look, and I love the fit. So I want to spend more time actually just buying clothes that I actually try on in stores. Now, it's kind of hard for me because I'm actually 5'11", so I can't buy a lot of like pants and long dresses and skirts in stores. So I will have to do some sort of online shopping, but the excessive online shopping is going to stop. Okay, my next item is no more buying multiples of basic items. Girlies, we're talking about the water bottles. Now, this has not been super hard for me. Actually, the majority of my water bottles end up being gifts from work or from friends or family or things that I'm a part of. So I have an Awala that I purchased for myself. I have a Stanley that my sister purchased for me. And then I actually just got a Hydro Flask, which is similar to the Stanley shape, from a little cohort that I'm a part of. So I do not need another water bottle. There's no need. I already have too many. So we're just gonna keep with that, but we're taking that across all different categories. Planners and notebooks. This is gonna be really hard for me, but I don't need more than the one that I'm writing in. Another thing is, when I love something, I love buying it in another color or another couple of colors. So I just need to like tone that down for a minute because there's no need to have multiples of something that you really only use one of. So we're gonna try to tone that down. My next category, this one is going to be hard for me, excessive digital tools. I do not need a smartwatch. I do not need an Alexa, and I definitely don't need that smart wall calendar that I see ads for all the time. Listen, I love tech. I'm a tech girly. I love convenience. And so those items seem so intriguing to me, but honestly, they're not going to super improve the quality of my life. They're going to cost a lot of money. And again, it's just going to add more digital clutter that I have to maintain. So we're just not going to buy those items. There are some digital investments I do want to make, which I'll talk about later, but I just don't need like a smartwatch or random items that again don't have a singular purpose in. I'm really loving the analog trend that is going around. I feel like that shouldn't be a trend, that should be like a lifestyle. But I love single-use electronics and really investing in something that has a specific purpose. For instance, I have like this DJI Osmo, like that is for video. And so I'm just using it for video. So I want to invest more into like really good quality single-use items. My next category is workout clothes and sets. Listen, every time I see someone post a video or a picture in a cute workout set, I am like, I really need to buy cute workout clothes because quite honestly, mine are not cute at all. I buy them on super sale or they are like really old, basically from high school, like old t-shirts, old shorts. But here's the deal. I really don't work out a lot outside of my house. So there is no need to really look good. And even if I did, it really does not matter that much. I think eventually, once I've truly worn down my workout clothes, I do want to invest in cute workout sets, but there is no need right now. I have even more workout clothes than I would use in a week. I just want to continue using those until they are worn down and I can reinvest in my collection. My next category is new shoes. I'm not actually a huge shoe person, but every time Black Friday comes around and Converse puts a lot of shoes on sale, I'm a Converse girly, and it's so hard to not purchase them because sometimes they have like $115 Converse for $35, and it takes everything within me to not buy them, but I do not need new shoes. I have every style of shoe that I want in my collection, so we're just not buying any more. The one exception might be replacing my black motorcycle boots. Those are actually like super worn down, probably getting holes in them very soon, so I might replace that one, but that's it. My last item, pretty basic, no extra makeup or skincare. I bought everything I needed from Ulta on Black Friday. I have so much. I will just be replacing any empties that I have, but really I like my skincare routine. I like the makeup I have. I don't feel like I'm missing anything, so I don't need to buy the next new thing that comes out. This category usually isn't a huge struggle for me. I get a big urge every once in a while to buy something new, but honestly, I can just surpass that. I don't need to add to this collection. So we just chatted about a bunch of don'ts. Don't do this with your money. Boring. Don't do that. What are you gonna actually do with your money, Haley? Let me tell you, because I feel like saying no to all of these things opens up the door to the things that I actually want in my life. So let's actually chat about that. What I am investing in and saving for 2026. The first is we want to get a 1-year emergency fund down. Honestly, the job market and the economy is kind of scary right now, and we just want to make sure we have 1 month of an emergency, 1 month, sorry, 1 year, did I say 1 month? 1 year of an emergency fund saved up, just in case there is anything that happens, we don't have to worry about that. So we have about, I think like 15 to 20K left to save. I have to look back at our budget, but I feel like that might be doable probably within this year, maybe next year. Next is continuing to invest in our Roth and 401ks. That is just a given. That is going to continue. That is basically a non-negotiable for our budget unless we end up like losing our jobs, obviously. Please don't let that happen. The next item, like I mentioned, is my Fairy Loot book subscriptions. Again, this is an experience. It's something I share with my sisters, so a connection there, and I want to keep investing in that. It's important to me. The other one I mentioned is intentional shopping for my closet. Again, I'm making a video about that, about the 9 or 10 items I want to add to my closet and how I got to deciding those. So again, stay tuned for that because that's going to be a fun video about intentional shopping, and I'm excited for it. Like, I'm actually jazzed about it. It's going to be fun. My next item, which we have pretty much saved for, but I want to do an international trip with Hank to Japan. Honestly, we have wanted to go to Japan probably for the past 5 years, but just because of my husband's job and then him also being in grad school, we literally didn't have like enough time off to make the trip worth it. So now that he has finally graduated, we want to go. I'm so excited. We're gonna make that happen. I hope this year, maybe next year. Maybe so much is happening right now, guys. Like, we will get there eventually, but I'm excited for that. My last item is wanting to just donate more intentionally. I am someone who loves donating, and it just like, if you just like, I feel like so many people feel this, but when you give money or time or whatever and invest in something that you're really passionate about and helping someone or an organization or lots of people out, it just feels really good because it's just giving you that community feeling back. Anyways, that could be a very long tangent, but I just want to have a little bit more saved to be able to give a little bit more, one, intentionally and also spontaneously if there is like someone within my life or something that I encounter that is kind of like a spontaneous donation situation. I would love to have money saved to be able to invest in that because it just like, it feels so good to give back. I think that we all could have so much better lives if we lived a lot more into a giving nature instead of a hoarding away nature, which I think living in society today, that is where we're at, which is like very understandable given where the world is at right now. But yeah, I just want to live in a more of a giving posture. So hopefully I can do that with more intention around my money and my savings. That is it, but thank you for listening to me literally yap your ear off all about spending money. Guys, I want to know, what are you spending your money on in 2026 and what are you saying absolutely no to? I feel like if we do this together, we can accomplish it. We can actually save money towards the things in the lifestyle that we want to have in 2026 versus getting so overwhelmed by overconsumption culture and falling into our easy overspending habits that can happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for that video about building an intentional closet. I'm really excited about that one, guys. And if you're new here and like the content, I would love to have you subscribe to the channel and stay along and be a part of this community. I just love chatting with you so much. And thank you so much for watching.